My name is Peter King, and I'm standing underneath the Wind and Sea Shack down here in San Diego, California, world famous Wind and Sea Beach. And I gotta tell you, this place was once a haven for major drug use. All the surfers were loaded. In fact, up there in the lot right now, there's still a couple guys dying from heroin addiction. But you know what? Nowadays the kids are changing and they're realizing drugs aren't cool. They walk past the ruined lives and they go right into the beautiful ocean, and they're seeing the difference of living life drug-free.
You just have to look at a lot of guys that are doing really well, like Curran, Knox, Slater, and they're all straight.
I didn't feel a need to do drugs because I knew that drugs would just bring you down, and I saw a lot of my friends get totally ruined by drugs. I just slowly started seeing them slowing down, and even when I talked to them, they weren't the same. They were just kind of slower and just not all there, you know, and I don't think there's any good that comes out of it, so I've just tried to stay away, and I've had a really good time with it because I've never really wanted to do them.
I mean, drugs give you an artificial good feeling, you know, and that's exactly what it is, artificial. You should be able to go out and get the same exact feeling, you know, completely sober. That's what you should be looking for.
A lot of people have asked me, how do you know if you haven't experienced what drugs are like? How do you know that they're not good, blah, blah, things like that. You know, it's not like I'm speaking firsthand, but you know, I've never cut my hand off with a knife. So I knew that would hurt and it wouldn't be good. So I've never stuck my foot in a meat grinder.
The bottom line with drugs is they're ultimately going to take away from your ability to have fun, to create good art, to be successful, to be athletic. Anything you want to do in your future, drugs are going to rob you and make you worse at it.
Drugs must be like really addicting because a lot of the people that I know who do them, they don't even surf anymore. They don't even have any motivation to do any of that stuff. And anything that's more addicting than surfing, I mean, you gotta choose one or the other, you know.
Just with my career, I could never have been doing drugs at any time because I would have just taken away from my goals and my focus. I mean, it really just drains your motivation more than anything.
So basically I just I stayed away from drugs just so I could be successful and not ever have anything slow me down.
I fell in love with surfing when I was really young, you know. I was like 10 or 11 years old, and as I got to my teens and in that area, that zone in your life when you first are becoming susceptible to drugs and alcohol, I was more into surfing and just every day after school I was surfing my brains out, and you know, school was really important to me.
Our mission is to preserve and protect the world's oceans, waves, and beaches. Keep them clean, keep the water clean. And that relates to what we're talking about here, keeping your mind and body clean. So it's all water, respect it. The planet's about over 75% water, so are our bodies, and it's keeping both clean, it's good.
I'm drug-free because I feel that I feel better about myself. I think you have more power within you when you're doing drugs. I think that someone else is in control, not you. You're not in control.
Not one of the people that I've known who does drugs ever started with the intent of being a drug addict, of being hard up for money, so waking up the next high, losing all motivation, or hurting the people that they love and who love them. But those are just the consequences of it, whether you like it or not. So whether it's, yeah, I'm just going to try it just for fun, you know, you just remember that.
You may not be a professional surfer or a professional athlete or a professional artist, but everybody has a gift, and you are very valuable, you know? And I'll tell you what, if you start doing drugs and alcohol, you're never going to uncover that gift. You're never going to find out what it is. You're going to poison it and kill it. And you don't want to cut it off at the bud, man. You got to let yourself develop and grow and be as healthy as you can.
Well, I wasn't the pro skater, but I knew that I'd want to be one day maybe, and I didn't want to mess up my chances. You never know unless you try, but you have a good idea of knowing what's going to help you and what's going to hurt you. And to me, it was just clear from experience seeing these older guys that I looked up to just fade away to nothing because they got into drugs and they had to go to rehab or whatever it was, you know.
Never have tried, never plan on trying, and growing up in New York, there was a lot of drugs in school and stuff. As time went by, I just started learning more,
and sitting back and seeing what it does to people.